just prepping for the long run. It's really foggy out there, but it is about 7 or 8 degrees, so I'm only going to go with a t-shirt. But I just like to keep my head warm because even though it's going to warm up, we are also probably going to be running alongside by the river, which tends to be a little bit cooler, and it is in the shade. So I just like to make sure I'm keeping nice and warm. What else have I got? HILLY twin skin socks. Got those on. Got a Hill Marathon shorts on. Not going with the Salomon ones I got yesterday today, just because I feel like it's probably not best to just go straight out for a long run in them. I want to make sure I'm feeling comfortable today because it could possibly be my longest run to date. My training plan says it should be up to 25k at this point. So my longest run to date is 22k. So we'll see how we get on today. We did 21 last week. If we can get 23 today, that would be cool. I'd feel comfortable at that. Like I say, anywhere up to 25 would be good. But we'll just see how we get on. Some days you just feel absolutely on it, and other days a bit of a struggle. I'm hoping today is one of the days that I feel really good. Just gonna get my tailwind ready in a moment and my humour gels because I'm going to be doing, let's say 21 plus. I like to take a gel every 7k, so I'm gonna take 3 gels with me today. One at 7, one at 14, and assuming that we're running more than 21, I'm going to take another one at 21k. Even if it's just for a kilometre, I'd like to just get into the habit and the routine of taking one every 7k. So I'm going to do that. And we'll just see how we get on. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to take my trail shoes again today because it's likely that, like I said, we will be running alongside by the river, and the Brooks Glycerin are just not the shoe for that. Yeah, so kind of I'm ready to go, ready to roll, excited. Just hoping that fog lifts so it's a little bit easier on visibility because at the moment visibility is very bad. Even the cars driving past kind of outside are driving pretty cautiously, which I get, that's good. Anyway, let's get ourselves prepared for battle and let's go. Here's a little fun fact for you. My Caldera shoes I've got at the moment, I've done 447 kilometres in, which is something like 220 miles. I hadn't realised how many I had actually done in these shoes, so that's quite a phenomenal amount, I think. And then in comparison, my glycerins that I got just at the start of the marathon journey, I've done something like 227 kilometres in them already. So, maybe not covering as much ground as some people, but still putting the work in. And these shoes are really serving me well. These are my what are they, like £30 shoes. They're now reduced because they got the Caldera 2s and they got Cascadias, I think, as well. A couple of versions of those which people like for trail running. Damn, good pair of shoes. These really good pair of shoes. Well, everybody, that was honestly just the best workout, half marathon distance that I've done, and probably the best workout to date. You can probably hear in the background my bath is running, maybe you can't, so I thought I'd just quickly take a moment to record this video. So we set off and we went to the Army Ranges where we've been before. That was also the place that we went in the snow that time that completely crushed me, but I wasn't feeling so well, as it turned out. Anyway, we ran the perimeter. Now, the Army Ranges you can't actually get to all the time because when the flag is up, it basically means it's in use. So more or less all of the time it is in use, but the flag's down. So we ran the perimeter, probably about 15, 16k. Wow, hills. This was proper rolling hills. Now, the elevation on Strava, it says 210 metres. Now, I don't really know what that means in the grand scheme of things. All I know is these were hills that we had to just tackle head on. And the first hill, I kind of made a mistake because I ran into it and I was running it. I wasn't using basically my feet properly, so I was just kind of trying to run up it. And then I started to think about the videos that I've been watching on YouTube about kind of shortening that stride length and just kind of being a little bit more on your toes. And actually it gets to the point where you need to walk, and that's cool, but I just kept that nice slow pace and I was just sort of moving my way up every hill, and of course and controlling myself coming down the other side, which is again a bit of a skill. It's something to learn and it's not something that I would have encountered. And it got me thinking, I remember recording a video quite soon into this kind of marathon stint in 2019, and I said about running a group and I wasn't so sure about it, and maybe running solo would benefit me more. And it comes down to this: if I was running solo, I would be currently running longer distances, but it would all be on pavement. Running in a group has given me an opportunity to do these trail routes. I mean, hills today was something that I have not done enough of, and it was just the best. It hurt, it was tough, but actually I kind of also had this thought about the whole tortoise and the hare thing. Yeah, there were people in the group who could, just kind of race ahead, but I was just kind of working on that slow, consistent effort at the back. I did have my pace alert on my watch, but we were never going to be running that close to my time anyway, which was kind of a 6:02. That's what I want to do for the marathon, 6:02 per kilometre, giving me a 4:15 finish. Today we averaged 6:05 over half marathon distance, which is actually probably too fast for a long run, and it was just the best. Honestly, I had the best time. I'll put the splits up on the screen. They're a little bit all over the place, a little bit muddled. And if I can put some elevation up, I'll show you that as well. But we took some hills on, and it was just brilliant. I had the best time. And I mean, to be honest with you, this again is one of those days where if we had gone to 24, 25, would I have felt still good? Possibly. I feel very comfortable at kind of like 10k. I feel good at 15k. I feel fine at the moment at the half marathon distance. I feel fine is the word. Fine. I'm not saying I feel excellent. I just feel fine. I can do it. I can get there. So it was really good. And in the last kilometre or so, there was a little push for speed, and I'd been moving my way slightly to the front, I suppose, in the last 4 or 5k, and in that last kilometre, I thought I'd just give it a little bit of a kick and came in at a 4:59, just for a laugh, and it wasn't the best idea from all of us. We all agreed afterwards, not the best, but it was quite funny. So in 2 weeks' time, we're doing the Surrey Half Marathon. We're doing that as a group together, which means next week will be our kind of final, if you like, group run before the half marathon starts. And the week after that, I've got my second half marathon, so I won't be joining them for a little while. So next week's will be a little bit of a roundup, I suppose, a little bit of prep for the week after. Anyway, feeling awesome. I'm going to get a bath now, get some food. Woo! Feeling pumped. In case you want to know what I'm eating, got myself some veggies, loads of greens there, some sweet potato fries. I just kind of cut up 2 veggie sausages, and I'm going to get myself a nice recovery smoothie to go with it. You're probably familiar with my routine now after a long run, but when I've had a bath with the salts and I've had some food, I like to get out and go for a walk. Obviously nothing fast paced, just keeping the legs moving. I feel like it really does help me. I do obviously do some foam rolling as well, but I think just in terms of making sure the muscles are still working and you're not just laying on the sofa relaxing for the day, I think it's quite important. And especially at the moment, look at this weather, 15 degrees. I've actually got, can't see probably, shorts on, shorts, t-shirt, and I've got a little zippy hoodie here, but I don't even need that on. We're in February. Wow. Global warming, it is an issue, right? It is an issue. Anyway, like I said, I'm just going for maybe a 20-minute, half an hour walk, get some more fresh air. It's been a really good day. I'm feeling really positive. I've made a decision as well that what I'd like to do tomorrow. I've got my gym tomorrow morning, but I'm also going to just go for a light jog as well. Similar to what I did last week. Remember last week I took on a bit of a tour. I think it was my Alice in Wonderland day, wasn't it? Well, tomorrow won't be as hilly as that, but it'll be something. I realised that I mentioned earlier on this morning about pacing for marathon. Just to make it really clear, my primary focus is to finish a marathon. The reason why I've set myself that pace of a 6:02 is basically just to control myself, because I know what will happen, I know my character, and it's highly likely that I will go out too strong and too fast. So if I put myself a pacing there of 6:02, I should hopefully then be focusing on achieving that per kilometre rather than just kind of going too much with feel, which I know will be too fast too soon. So just to clarify that.